Richmond, West Forsyth's up 6-0.
And thank you, Steve Roberts, and welcome to Fraley Field in Cherryville once again for American Legion Baseball. Tonight, it's Burke County Post 21 taking on Cherryville Post 100, and David Keever, Kevin Hastings here to bring you the action tonight. And Kevin, after a weird but good competitive baseball game last night, Post 100 got to come back and be mentally focused. Can't have a letdown, taking on a Burke County team who just haven't been real strong here in the early going. But
Right.
we know they usually play some of their best baseball when they play against Cherryville.
They have struggled early on. Cherryville with a gutsy kind of fun win last night. Maybe not so fun, depending on which side you're talking about. We had a great game. It was pretty entertaining to watch here, and I hope it was online too. Folks, listen tonight. You can also watch live online tonight. Also, ktcbroadcasting.com and Ustream app if you got your phones. Download the Ustream app and search WCSL. But we had quite a game last night. It was fun,
Yes,
entertaining.
And weird.
And you can watch the replay of it, folks. So watch the replay if you want to go back and watch that game on youtube.com/whatsupshopper or KTC Broadcasting. You can search either one. You can type in Caldwell County versus Cherryville. It'll pop up that way too. We go to the KTC Broadcasting page. Every time we do one of these broadcasts, folks, we save it and post it up on YouTube. We post up all of our shows in our studios. David's Saturday morning talk show, we posted that this morning. We talked to Matt Beam and had quite a discussion about all kinds of things, especially the Rashad McCants stuff this week for you North Carolina fans. And we also do other things like this week. We will have a Cherryville Little League game, 6 o'clock Thursday night. We'll have that on broadcast on video. You can watch that game. And, of course, like I said, you can go back and see it on YouTube. And also on Saturday, the graduation at 9 a.m. Here at Cherryville High School. You can watch Cherryville High School graduations for you Cherryville folks at home and can't make it, family members. And you can also go on YouTube and watch the replay of that. So all of our games are on YouTube. Go back and watch it. So if you miss one of our broadcasts, you can come back and see it, Dave.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing to have. You can, and we can even go back and check them out after watching them here in person. We can go back and watch them. I noticed the sprinklers are a manned crew tonight out here on the baseball field. Only the one behind second base doesn't have a man out there tending to it. But the sprinklers, I don't know if they're malfunctioning or what, but they're all manned tonight. It looks like the guys.
Well, that's the best way to steer it. It looks like
steering them. It looks like they're not steering on their own, so they're making it sure. I guess it don't get too wet in spots and does get wet all. Of course, there's going to be a pretty good wet spot there around second. I think it might be making its way around to the first base side now. It
is. It's coming slow.
That's where it's going to be the most dusty as well. But we got baseball here tonight, as we said. Burke County coming in at 2-8, Cherryville coming in at 7-2, 3-1 in the division. And for Burke County tonight.
Now I got to real quick before we start with Burke.
Yep.
Now, is Bunker Hill Burke County?
No, that would be Hickory.
Okay.
Yep.
I was just making sure. I didn't know if
Hickory
if they were missing any players in the playoffs as well.
And speaking of Bunker Hill, we'll go ahead and say that they won Game 2 today.
Yeah, they did.
I think the score was either 4-3 or 5-4. I forgot. There have been so many games I've listened to the scores of. It was a one-run game.
Whiteville wins. Whiteville wins.
I know it. Whiteville wins. How about that? Well, California Chrome finished 5th in the Preakness today.
Did it?
California Chrome finished 5th in the Preakness today. In the Belmont, in the Belmont today.
Couldn't make it the whole way around, could he?
Tonalist was your winner. Tonalist was the winner today. So once again, 37 years now without a Triple Crown winner. He come in 5th. Nope. Yep, the California Chrome, the results just in, and he finishes.
So the worst
5th today.
bet in sports today was California Chrome.
Well, I had a couple grand on Tonalist.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be sitting right here, would you?
I never even heard of it. I would have jumped through the window. That's for sure. But sad again. I was kind of pulling for. I think most people were pulling for it, wanting to see a Triple Crown winner, and once again, it does not happen. The odds are just really stacked against you. And I heard that a lot of the good horses didn't run. That in the Preakness, they were held out in training for this longer race to try and beat California Chrome. 4 of them did it.
Yeah.
4 of them did it.
Well, if you think about it, David, if you hold them out of the second race and you get them ready for the third,
which is a little bit longer,
and they're better prepared than, say, California Chrome, and you're going to beat them, you're going to make more money on your horse then that way, because if you're betting on those, if you can bet on those horses,
right?
That'd be a good strategy. Look at the ones that are you know what I mean.
Well, I know a lot of people were disappointed. A lot of people would like to have seen it. I think you have to go back to 1978. I think it was the last time now for a Triple Crown. We had 3 in 5 years and hadn't had one since. and before that, it was like 25 or 28 years before that. So the 70s was good for strong horses, right? Seattle Slew, Secretariat, Affirmed, I think were the 3 that won it. But we got baseball coming up here tonight. I'll tell you what we'll do. They're going through the ground rules right now. We're going to give you the starting lineups because we're going to have to take a lengthy timeout in a minute for the national anthem. But for Burke County tonight, leading off playing left field is Ray Pierce. Batting second, the third baseman Jacob Zimmerman. Batting third and playing center field Wyatt Fleming. Hitting cleanup, the shortstop Nathan Williams. Hitting fifth and playing right field Noah Edgers. Hitting sixth, the catcher, Luke Baker. Hitting seventh, the first baseman for Burke County, Eli Reese. Hitting eighth, second baseman, Ben Buff. And hitting ninth on the mound tonight for Burke County, Andrew Davis. Your post-21 starting lineup there under the direction of head coach Jonathan Browning. For Cherryville post 100, leading off playing left field will be Brett Huff. Batting second and playing shortstop, Jonathan Carpenter. Hitting third, the right fielder, Chandler Jenkins. Hitting fourth, the catcher tonight, A.J. Cook. Hitting fifth, third baseman, Brandon Alexander. Hitting sixth, first baseman for Cherryville tonight, Dylan Harris. Hitting seventh, designated hitter, Cameron High. Hitting eighth and playing second base, Cody Dellinger. Hitting ninth, the center fielder who made some very nice catches last night, Josh Beam, made all 3 putouts in that top of the ninth inning to end the game last night. And your pitcher tonight, he will be getting hit for, so your pitcher tonight for Cherryville, Randall Long. Randall Long will be the starting pitcher for Cherryville post 100. I thought I had a schedule right in front of me, Kevin. Let's see if I do here. And
I can pull up our broadcast schedule if you need me to.
Go through. Here we go. I got the other games that are going on tonight in Area 4. Alexander County, who I saw a few nights ago, they're playing at Union County tonight. Caldwell County playing out of the area. They're going to Lexington. Clover, South Carolina, is at Concord. Gastonia is taking on the Gaston Braves down at South Point, Battle of Gaston County there. Kings Mountain taking on Henderson County. Lincoln County is taking on the Carolina Heat, which is the team out of Newton. They're playing at Lenore Ryan tonight, playing on the college field. And Mint Hill taking on Wilmington. That's the rest of your games in Area 4 tonight. Danny Aker going through the introduction of the starting lineups. We'll have the Code of Sportsmanship, followed by the National Anthem. We'll be back with the first pitch here at Fraley Field in Cherryville after this break.
Considering hardwood flooring for your home? Then head to Flooring America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow. Right now at both locations, you'll find a big selection of in-stock hardwoods on sale, priced as low as $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot. At Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, and Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow. The summer savings sale is underway at Hendrick Appliance in Shelby and in Gastonia. Save $100 on a Maytag washer and dryer pair. Save $200 on a Maytag Power Wash washer and dryer pair. And save $100 on a Maytag side-by-side refrigerator. All during the big summer savings sale event at Hendrick Appliance, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby and at 4027 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia.
Howard Elmore at Hometown Hardware in Kings Mountain wants to take this time to wish all of our American Legion baseball teams the best of luck this summer. And for all of your hardware needs, drop by Hometown Hardware, featuring friendly hometown service. And with Father's Day just around the corner, see Hometown Hardware in Kings Mountain for a great selection of beautiful case knives for dear old Dad. They've got it all. Hometown Hardware, located at 110 South Railroad Avenue in Kings Mountain. At Hauser Drug Store in downtown Cherryville, they'll bill your Medicaid, Medicare, and most insurance companies, and they provide home prescription delivery service, plus DME equipment and respiratory products. And check out their orthopedic bracing section, and they compound those hard-to-find items. See Hauser Drug Store on the corner in downtown Cherryville. Hauser Drug Store, earning your trust, not just your business.
You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to only play offense or only play defense. So when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now, and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands? Hey, sports fans, call Allstate agent John Brown at 704-435-1920 today. Looking for a fresh, clean shopping atmosphere? Then we invite you to visit the local market, formerly Don Tandy Mart in Cherryville. It's fresh and it's clean, and they carry all of your favorite convenience items, along with local grown farm fresh produce, honey, jellies, pickle products, sun-drop slushies, and more. Yes, they are your neighborhood market, the new local market, 911 East Church Street in Cherryville, open 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday.
Room service?
Hi, I'd love a McDonald's premium roast coffee and an egg McMuffin.
Sir, this is a hotel.
Not a problem. There's a McDonald's right across the street.
Sir, I really don't believe I can do that.
Well, the front desk said anything we can do to make your morning better.
We did say that, didn't we?
Can you throw in hash browns too?
Start your day right with the big, bold taste of a McCafe Premium Roast Coffee. Get any size for just $1 every day. The simple joy of a McDonald's morning. Prices and participation may vary, a la carte only.
For all your printing needs, see Aaron and David Moss at Modern Printing of Cherryville. Get your full-color business cards at Modern Printing, along with your full-color brochures. Get multicolored letterhead and multicolored envelopes. Just call 704-435-6112 or email at modernprint89767@bellsouth.net. Modern Printing, located at 902 East Main Street, Cherryville. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 4:30 p.m.
And welcome back to Fraley Field here in Cherryville. The lineups are complete. The code of sportsmanship, the invocation, and the national anthem. And Cherryville has taken the field. Just to run through their defense here real quickly for you, in case you just tuned in, didn't hear the starting lineups. Dylan Harris will be at first base. Second baseman Cody Dellinger. The shortstops Jonathan Carpenter. And the third baseman Brandon Alexander. Outfield left to right. Brett Huff in left. Beam in center. And Chandler Jenkins in right field. Behind the plate tonight, A.J. Cook. And on the mound, Randall Long. We'd like to thank our sponsors. Our title sponsor, Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. This is the Post 100 broadcast. Our runs sponsor, Rocky Bennett Insurance Agency. Our base hits, sponsored by Medical Center Pharmacy. Our foul ball, sponsored by John Brown Allstate Insurance. Our post-game show following the game tonight, field starter and alternator post-game show. And our scoreboard sponsors, Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky, and TRT Trailer Sales. Also, our Alcom call to the bullpen, should we need one.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it says Legion Baseball.
We'll have a couple of those and get ready to play tonight. And, David, my theory of colors persist. Burke County, exact same color. Everybody has exact same colors.
It looks like the same game we did last
night.
Yeah,
navy blue. They just
flip-flop.
switched uniforms, yep.
Only flip-flop. We're just about set to get underway here. We'll let you know that a couple of finals coming in now. East Rutherford girls were state champions today, winning 2-1 in that series. And the first pitch of this game coming right here is ripped down the third baseline foul at 7:10. Now, that's more like it. 7:10. We can't handle these 7:04 starts, can we? 7:10 is much more like Legion, if not 7:15 or 7:18. But we are underway. Glad to have you with us tonight. Check us out on the radio, on video, whichever to your liking, or come to the ballpark.
Plenty of seats in the house early on here in Legion season. Playoffs is usually ain't no seats during the playoffs.
Here's a breaking pitch, and that misses. A ball and a strike now from Randall Long.
But not Saturday night in Cherryville, nothing better to do than go to the ballpark.
Long facing Ray Pierce. 1-1 pitch on the way, and that's upstairs. For a while I thought it was Ray Price, and I thought, well, he's a old country singer, about 80 years old. But it's Ray Pierce, isn't it?
I think I saw him almost fall off the Catawba County Fairground stage one time.
Is that right? That one in there for a strike, and the count goes 2-2. Pierce, a right-handed hitter against a right-handed throwing Randall Long. I guess the shocker of the day, Kevin, was the East Surrey team, the Cardinals, 30-0 going in today. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Pierce is retired on strikes for the first out. They got beat, and they got beat twice, which 10-0 and 3-2. That had to be heartbreaking.
It's tough.
For a
well, you had to know that third
undefeated
game was going to be close. They're undefeated. 10-0. Maybe their second pitcher got knocked up or knocked out, and
let's hope knocked out.
Hope he didn't get knocked up. But he then they he thought knew the third game would be close, and it's just tough loss there at the state championship game.
And that's going to be a long ride back to Surrey County for those guys. That's just a tough break. That's in there for a strike now to Jacob Zimmerman. 0-1 to count. All kind of finals rolling in. We'll give you most of those. Just about all of them going 3 games. I can tell you that this one lifted out into shallow right center field. Beam coming in on it in center field, make the catch. So just like that, 2 down in the inning.
Center fielder, number 20.
And now to bring up Wyatt Fleming, the Burke County center fielder.
Folks, listen to tonight's ball game. Once again, I want to remind you can watch tonight's ball game, ktcbroadcasting.com. And if you got your phones and you're out and about and moving around with you, got your smartphones with you, download the free Ustream app and just search WCSL, and you should be able to find the ball game.
First pitch here to Fleming is upstairs for a ball. Tell you one thing about the softball. East Rutherford wins theirs in 3 games today. Alexander Central won like their 60-some straight game today. They went undefeated 2 years in a row, winning another state title. Monty Sherrill, I think that's his 9th.
Get a good pitcher in softball, you can do things.
And they've got 2.
Yeah.
They've got 2 undefeated pitchers. Yeah, most time you see the one dominant pitcher taking their team the distance. And Alexander Central with of course, they got one of the best pitchers in all of college softball pitching as well in Georgia. So
I'm not going to say wide strike zone right now, but he's calling the outside corner. We'll see what he does on the inside. I hadn't seen too much come inside yet, so we're going to see if he can. What the umpire does there's an inside pitch, and it got ripped left field.
Inside, over the inside part of the plate, Fleming rips it into left field, so he got the first hit of the night now.
Hung that curveball a little bit there, David.
2-out single now, and it'll bring up the shortstop, Nathan Williams. But Alexander Central did win their softball 2-0, while the only baseball series that went 2-0 was Topsail defeating Piedmont in the 3A 2-0. Now Williams up there, the first pitch swung on, grounded up the middle, shortstop fields it. He'll just step on the bag, and that will do it as he steps on the bag to get Fleming unassisted down there at second base. It's a fielder's choice for Williams, and that'll do it for Burke County in the first. No runs a hit, no errors, 1 runner left. We've played half an inning here at Fraley Field in Cherryville. Your score on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard, Burke County 0.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, or your repair is free.
Hi, Rusty Wise here. Do you know that Mr. Sparky specializes in on-time electrical service for every job? If there's a light that doesn't light or an outlet that's out, don't let that drive you crazy. Call Mr. Sparky. We have qualified electricians, all our work is guaranteed, and no job is too small. Call us today. We'll be on time, you'll see, or the repair is free. Since we price by the job and not by the hour, you'll save money. You'll love our clean vans and crisp uniforms. So don't wait. If you need an electrician, don't put it off. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, or your repair is free.
If you need an electrician, don't put it off. Call Mr. Sparky, 888-8-SPARKY.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, you can get it all at Pat's Drive-In in Cherryville. Pat's Drive-In opens for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 6 a.m. Lunch and dinner served till 8 p.m. You'll find all of your favorites. For breakfast, there's bacon, sausage, liver mush, gravy biscuits, and pancakes. For lunch and dinner, all of your favorite sandwiches, including Lotta Burgers, chicken tender plates, and Big Chef and chicken salads. Before the game or after the game, it's Pat's Drive-In, 604 West Church Street in Cherryville. Call 704-435-8833.
Get it cranked at Phil Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. Yes, with a stop at Phil Starter and Alternator in Cherryville, you'll save time and time again. They start all the winners. They do it all at Phil Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. Starters, alternators, generators, rebuilt and repaired. Located at 457 Paul H. Beam Road in Cherryville. Get it cranked and running with a visit to Phil Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. You'll save time and time again.
Save time and time again.
Phil Starter and Alternator, Cherryville.
Is Noah Eggers. The catcher tonight, Luke Baker, and the pitcher, Andrew Davis. And Davis ready to deliver his first pitch now to Brett Huff. A lot of upsets today. First pitch, a ball upstairs. An upset in the horse race, and an upset as East Surrey, 30-0, loses back-to-back games in the 1A championship. 1-0 pitch is lifted out in the left field. Pretty well hit. Left fielder going back, looking up, and it's very well hit. It's over the, not just the fence, but also over the netting above the fence, and Brett Huff leads this thing off with a solo homer.
Hit the street, bounced into the graveyard, and out goes the ball, and Cherryville takes a 1-0 lead on the Brett Huff solo home run. Had a tough night in the field and had to play a little bit last night altogether. And he broke out of it, beat one down the first baseline late in the game, and come out hot swinging tonight. And third baseman looked out there at the left fielder and he told him to jump. left fielder just threw his arms up like, "You're right."
He couldn't have got that off a trampoline. Now Jonathan Carpenter to face Davis and check swing. I'll be honest, when the ball was hit, I wasn't sure. Yeah. But it just traveled and traveled and traveled. Once I saw the left fielder and how he was looking up and letting up, I knew then that was going to be a home run, but couldn't tell it was hit as well as it was right off the bat. Looked like it was up around his shoulders a little bit too.
Most balls left find their way out of here.
There's another one. We could have back-to-back. This one drilled to left field, and this one is going to be out of here.
That's over the net, too. That hit the street and into the graveyard.
And this is not the Major League Baseball All-Star break home run derby.
No, it's not. Back-to-back jacks. Well, David, they faced the lefty last night. It looks like they got it figured out now, the lefty for Burke County today. 2 home runs already before they were even recorded an out. It's 2-0. Post 100.
Wouldn't you hate to be Chandler Jenkins right now?
He's a lefty on lefty.
And yeah, it's just and just the fact that the first 2 guys have hit homers, and you got to go up there and see if you can keep it going.
First pitch, I'm swinging. I don't want to get hit by the second one.
Well, not only do we have 2 Medical Center Pharmacy base hits, we got 2 Rocky Bennett Insurance Agency runs to go with it. 2 solo home runs to start here. And now Chandler Jenkins will face Andrew Davis. who's beginning to wonder if he should have took the mound tonight.
Told you I'd swing first pitch, but
and it's a swing
didn't
and a miss.
say you had to. Don't swing at the changeup though. That's what he.
Well, I tell you what, I'd be hard pressed to throw a strike on the first pitch if I was Davis after 2 bombs to start the game.
That was a good pitch with the change. There's a curveball.
Another breaking pitch hit down. It's going to be a base hit in the gap. Jenkins rounds first. He's going to turn big, but going to hold there.
Well, the right fielder took forever to get to that ball out there,
and Jenkins running aggressively.
Kind of tempted Chandler to take the second, but he stood there anyway.
Nonetheless, it's a base hit. So Cherryville, 3 straight hits, 2 solo home runs, and now a single by Jenkins, and now to bring up A.J. Cook.
Yeah, his breaking ball was not snapping at all. That ball hung up there forever. There's the pickoff move. It's close to a balk.
Football came around, didn't it?
Yeah. Umpire, he's thinking to himself now, crap, now I got to pay even more attention than I just did.
Benefit of the doubt.
He's staring at him now. We'll look at him.
Here's the pitch, and that's outside a little bit. And there again, that umpire standing in that position, that's got to be a little bit distracting to the pitcher.
He needs to back up 15 feet and get
or get on the back side of him even. I know he's got to call the base over here, but
get out of the
that's
way.
a tough place. Runner goes, the pitch is a curveball, and there won't even be a throw down, and the pitch stays outside. And it's now 2 balls and a strike.
I was about to say, somebody didn't tell Chandler to stand up and look down the third baseline, and Coach Reynolds isn't even in the box. So Chandler was on his own on that one.
2 balls, 1 strike, runner at second base, still nobody out, and this pitch stays outside. It now goes to 3-1.
His breaking ball is not breaking, and it seems like that's his favorite pitch, though, David. So, and if that's how it's going to be, he might not last long.
3-1 from the stretch. And the pitch to the plate's foul back into and over the screen. And I'll tell you, if we got the windows open, we get that one.
I know. I could have stuck my hand out and caught that one if we had the window.
You will not see one like that ever again.
No, I don't think so.
Hit the top of the net.
We've been here forever.
And landed on the little windowsill.
Every time we come here, Dave, we see something we've never seen before.
Yeah. And now the pitch to the plate outside.
Now, do you remember when it was open air with the blue painted?
I barely do. I do.
The blue painted plywood that would fold open. There used to be a metal fence here too.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, the screen hadn't really been there that long. The screen's been there a lot less time
than
there
20 years.
Yeah,
now.
well, but a lot less than the new press box.
Yeah.
So 2 runners aboard after the walk to A.J. Cook. Jenkins is at second. Still nobody out. 2-0 Cherryville on top. We're in the first inning. Andrew Davis trying to get an out. And this one lifted into left center field in the gap. Pretty well hit. Center fielder going back. He's not going to get it. That's going to go all the way to the fence. 1 run will score easily. That'll probably be all because they had to hold up and make sure it wouldn't be caught. And it's an RBI double for Brandon Alexander. How about that? How about this start?
3-0 Post 100. Completely different from last night's pitcher's duel. They come out swinging 2 bombs, a single, and now a double.
Jenkins comes in to score the 3rd Rocky Bennett Insurance run of the night. Cherryville now on top 3-0. A.J. Cook all the way around to 3rd. Alexander in at second with a stand-up RBI double. And Cherryville Post 100 hitting the ball well tonight, being very aggressive. And now Dylan Harris up there, and he swings and misses at the breaking pitch, swings over the top of it. One strike, the count, nothing in 1.
So 3-0 early on. Runners on second and third.
Yeah.
No outs.
Very easily could be at least 5-0 before this inning's over. This one in the dirt. Good block back there by the catcher tonight, Burke County catcher Luke Baker.
A couple of the Burns folks out. They had graduation earlier today.
1-1 pitch on the way is up and outside. 2 balls and a strike. Dylan Harris, right-hander against the left-handed hitting Andrew Davis. Now the pitch swung on, lifted out behind short. That's going to be trouble. Left fielder coming in. No way he's going to get there. That's going to get down for a hit. 2 runs are going to score. As he kind of misses the ball, it rolls by him, and in comes Alexander, and just like that, it's 5-0. And that's going to be a 2-run single off the bat of Harris.
Well, the fence is 310 in left field, and that left fielder, David, is playing about 300 back here in the shade. I guess 2 balls already hit over your head. I mean, you can't go too much further back. Is that ball off the end of the bat? There for that was, I mean, it was off the end of the bat for High. It should have been almost a routine. I ain't gonna say a routine, totally routine. I mean, the left fielder was deep as I've ever seen a left fielder.
He's pretty far. Well, after those first 2, he decided he'd just stay back there.
Well, besides Blake Monsteller, I ain't never seen anybody that deep in left field.
This pitch is taken for a ball to Cameron High.
So a pop up to center ended up, or pop up to left ended up basically an RBI double, 2-run double.
Yep. Yeah, 2 home runs, 2 doubles, and a single and a walk in the inning. Still nobody out. Cherryville still batting up 5-0, and the count 2-0 to Cameron High. I'm not sure that Davis is going to make it through this first inning.
I don't think so either.
But there hasn't been a visit yet.
There's nobody warming up in the bullpen either.
This one in there for a strike.
He's throwing nothing but breaking balls mostly. He's floating them up there, and that's in post 100s, hammering them.
2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Curveball hit to the shortstop. Shortstop will field. He'll go to first. Runner does move over to third, and now the throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. So a throwing error, and Cameron High's safe. Got a feel for this team here so far in the early going. Burke County, just nothing going right for them. Over to third goes Harris. Cameron High reaches on the first error of the game.
Another short got the error on that, but I don't know if that first baseman.
I know. I kind of wondered about that.
He didn't get that much of a stretch on it, David. He kind of just maybe got his feet crossed up. It just looked kind of funny over there.
Sometimes I just put an E and don't really charge anybody, but it's definitely an error. But Cody Dellinger now, left-handed hitter, chance to even add more to Cherryville's 5-0 lead here in the first.
Well, when I was playing short, I always told my first baseman, if I bounce it over there, you should catch it because you're an infielder. So unless I throw it over your head, it's on you.
This one fouled out of play, and it's a ball and a strike now to Dellinger.
That bounced over a car, if you believe it or not, David. Then went right down the parking lot, didn't touch nothing.
I think you could park a Maserati over there, and it would go through the sunroof and out the window if they were open and never hit it. That's the way it works. 1-1 pitch down and away. 2 balls and a strike now to Dellinger.
Dellinger, the lefty. Where's he from?
He's a West Lincoln guy.
West Lincoln Rebel.
Mm-hmm. Again from the stretch. Davis looks at first, and Dellinger fouls another one out of play.
That's right on top of Andre. Oh, it almost hit the camera.
Look at Andre.
He's got to catch that one.
won't get many with a loop in them over there. Most of them going to be shots over his head. So.
He needs to be happy that one didn't have no speed on it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Still nobody out. Runners at the corners here in the first, and the pitch to Dellinger is outside, and the count goes full, 3-2. Buff homered. Carpenter homered. Jenkins singled. A.J. Cook drew a walk. Alexander an RBI double. Dylan Harris a 2-run double, and then Cameron High reached on an error. And now the 3-2 to Dellinger, and that's upstairs, ball 4.
I think the most dangerous spot we've had a cameraman is down at South Point, and we back up the broadcast fan right there behind that dugout on the first base side. You know, it's real low, too, and kind of close to the first base line. So that one's really in harm's way. Andre kind of backed off here and over at Shelby a little bit. Has time to move a little bit. That was kind of scary over when we're at South Point.
Josh Beam now stands in, another left-hander here to face the left-handed throwing Davis. 27 pitches in the inning so far for Davis. And now the first pitch to Beam is in there for a strike.
Bases juice, ducks on the pond. Nobody out.
And already 5-0.
Infield fly rules on. All kinds of things going on here at Cherryville Fraley Field.
0-1 pitch is swung on, grounded in the hole, and into right field, a base hit. At least 1 run will score. They will hold the runner up. Beam's got himself an RBI single, and it is now 6-0, Cherryville on top. This reminds me of a few years, well, that's probably several years back now. There was a playoff game here, first round, first game, East Catawba, and Cherryville scored like 14 before the first out was recorded.
Shoot.
Could we be on our way to that?
Well,
Another Rocky Bennett Insurance run as it's now 6-0.
Brett Huff's up with a home run, and now he's got grand slam opportunity,
Yep.
and there's a drive
He
deep down the
rips it.
line.
He rips it, but it lands about 10, 12 feet foul, but he hit it hard down that line, didn't he?
Well, you got to feel for pitcher here for
I
Burke
do.
County.
He's not even drew a visit yet.
No, boy, and last night, though, David, I mean, they faced a pretty good pitcher from Caldwell, and then you get up today, and the pitcher's not breaking his curveball and not throwing as hard as the pitcher from last night. I mean, it's basically batting practice
They're teeing
for
off
this
too,
team.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Now the pitch swung on, lifted first base side foul and out of play, so quickly 0-2 to Brett Huff.
Well, Dave, not only has he not seen a mound visit, there's nobody warming up. So unless they're going to bring somebody in from right field,
and I feel
they
for them. I
can.
mean, they only won 2 games. They're 2-8. They
Right.
only have 3 subs.
Right.
You know, at least tonight they only have 3.
Now what
some
all
are going
schools
to,
does this team?
Well, I'm guessing everybody up there like East Burke, Patton, Freedom, and Drone. This pitch upstairs, a ball. That would be all 4 of your Burke County schools.
I thought one of those teams had a good baseball team.
Patton's just about always good.
Yeah.
East Burke's usually decent.
Coach Great, David Wise should be very familiar with this group then,
This
shouldn't
pitch in the dirt. Yeah, he probably knows a
SMAC
few of them.
conference.
Yeah, the drones and
Yep.
he would play the drones and the Patton.
This is the boys he played against. So
2 balls, 2 strikes to Huff. Up for the second time this inning. The pitch swung on and ripped to short, off the shortstop's glove, out into left center field. 2 runs are going to score. Going towards second base is Brett Huff, and he's going to be in there. Going to rule it a hit, Danny?
no.
Okay, just checking.
Uh,
An E6, our second error of the
That's just
inning here.
I mean, as a shortstop, you got to make that play. It was a one hopper to you, and it wasn't a short hop to him.
Well, that took a
And
pretty big hop.
It was a big hop, but those ones hit at you. I mean,
No RBI, but 2
you
runs
down
do
six,
come in to
down
score.
6 of no outs. Either you take one for the team there and stop the bleeding, or kind of olay it.
It is now 8-0 Cherryville on top here. Still batting in the first inning, and still nobody out. And the first pitch, a ball to Jonathan Carpenter. Well, with all the new rules going in effect in high school sports next year, wonder if we'll see anything like that in Legion. I'll tell you in a minute. Here's a deep drive center field. That's not going to be caught. That's going all the way to the fence.
Carpenter
2 more
speed.
runs
He
are
may
gonna
get
score.
3 here. Let's see what he does.
Yeah,
though.
he's going to hold up, especially with the big lead.
Well, that's true too.
A 2-run double for Carpenter. He's got 3 RBIs here in the first inning as he drives in Josh Beam and Brett Huff.
And now the coach with, I guess, 11 runs is where he draws the line, David, on when he's going to talk to the pitcher. No, so we're gonna take a break, Steve. We'll be back in 1 minute.
A lot of people are switching to natural gas lately because natural gas appliances cost a lot less to operate than those using propane or electricity. In fact, a typical family could save up to $1,000 a year just by switching from propane to natural gas. But that's not all. To learn more about natural gas and to find out how much money you could save by switching, visit psncenergy.com/choosegas. That's psncenergy.com/choosegas. Natural gas from PSNC Energy, making everyday life better.
We got 11.
11-0, and it's
You
going to
got
bring
11?
up Chandler Jenkins.
No, we got 10. We've only had 10 batters.
That's right, 10-0. I'm
10-0.
sorry. 10-0. 10-0. You know what I was thinking, don't you?
What?
Softball.
Chandler Jenkins to batter.
That there's 10 batters in the lineup, but
Well, I said it was not 11 because that's what the scoreboard said. But it is 10. Well, if y'all wait there a minute, it might be 11.
yeah, you could just leave it. It's anticipation. There's a drive foul down the right field line. Chandler Jenkins didn't get his home run first time around. He's thinking home run.
He hit that one on Starnes
on this
Auditorium.
one.
Just a bit out in front of that one. You have to wait a little bit longer to try to put one on Nixon Jim if he's going to do it.
Now the pitch to the plate, swung on, hit the other way, foul, and out of play. That's another
Oh,
John
that's
Brown
all-
All-State Insurance foul ball, and it's just trickling all around vehicles. Did it
It
hit the
bounced
van?
4 times around that van, David.
I
It
told
didn't
you.
touch
I
it.
told you. Coach Reynolds orders those special baseballs every year.
That thing dodged that van.
Anti-car, anti-vehicle baseballs. Here's a ground ball in the hole, short third. That's going to be a base hit. And they might have the runner picked off back at second. And they
threw it away.
Yep, threw it away. How about that? A throwing error now on the shortstop is going to allow. You got to give Jenkins a hit. And then the throwing error.
So it's short now with his 3rd error of the inning.
On the throw back to second base. And I'm telling you, they had Carpenter hung out to dry.
Yeah, he was dead to rights out there. He took a few extra steps, thought it might get through in the hole. Shortstop actually made a great play, backhanding that, keeping it in the infield, and just come up on the throw, rushed it to second.
3rd error of the inning and still nobody out. And A.J. Cook, the batter, with runners at the corners. Cook walked his first time up, throw to first and the runner back. This has got to be a tough way to stay up out there on the field playing. You knowing you got to go through 7 innings of this, and you're down 11-0 and still haven't recorded the first out. Now the pitch swung on and fouled back out of play over our heads. And I'll be very honest with you. Games like last night are a lot more fun to broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
than these. I'm not saying this one won't be competitive before it's over, but Burke's got a long way to go. Here's a pitch out.
Well, if it's 25-0 in the 5th inning, Dave, we're going to call it our own 5 inning. We're going to call it our own 5 inning rule.
Well,
and go home.
Where I was going with that is, next year and next year,
the mercy rules.
Yeah, the football coaches have the option to stop the game if it's like a 40-point lead, or I think it's 50 in football, 40 in basketball. But that's a lot of coaches don't like it. Don't like the fact that you're allowing kids to quit.
Well, there's also some jerks out there that run the score.
Right. But here's the deal, though, that if the coaches have to agree on it. So at least, 2-1 pitch upstairs to A.J. Cook. He's 1 pitch away from walking for the second time.
Then you can also make the argument those extreme cases, they shouldn't be playing each other anyway. Ripped down the left field line in Spectator Alley. That hit anybody down there, Danny? It wouldn't. Stan Haynes ain't down there tonight, is he? Nope. Dewey Fitch is down there.
Somebody's called in and want to know what the run rule, how many innings you have to play in American Legion. It's 7. Sad to say, but you got to go 7 innings in American Legion baseball. Unless, as far as runs go, rain out, you don't. But this pitch outside in the dirt, ball 4. A.J. Cook walks for the second time. Kevin, we've gone through 13 batters now without an out. Up to 13 straight batters without an out. 3 infield errors in the inning. 1, 2, 3 walks, and 7 hits.
Wish we had an American Legion Elias. We could look stuff like that up.
Actually, 8 hits.
Or if it's ever what the record is.
Now the pitch all the way to the backstop. That's going to get a run home. The catcher can't find it. And that wild pitch will allow every runner to move up. And it's now 11-0. Scoreboard was right the whole time. Is that right?
We told him, wait a minute.
Wow. I feel bad for him. I really do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Tough situation here. Now the 1-0 pitch to Alexander. Swung on, popped up, foul out of play.
Well, I feel bad for the pitcher, too. I mean, how many years they got this in,
I can't pull against the Cherryville guys, but I was almost hoping that'd stay in play and give them an opportunity to record out.
Well, they might boot it.
Well, it would have been foul. Yeah.
I mean, that's what the bad thing about it is. Pitcher. I mean, if you get home runs, that's you. But
one's
you're
up high.
You get your ground balls knocked out there, and your defense don't do nothing for you. So it's not just the pitcher.
We're going to see a lot of different faces in the lineup tonight for Cherryville Post 100 if they have a lot of kids here, and I think they do. This pitch in the dirt again, 3-1.
Danny has your arm. Can you go an inning or two here later?
Yeah, I'm working on this.
You still got eligibility?
There's a better chance right now we'll move over into the 3rd inning in this inning than there is get out of it in the 2nd inning. I would think. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 2 strikes.
Foul tipped on out to Alexander. Folks, just tuning in.
Just
Runners
out in
on
front.
second and third. It's 11-0 here in the first inning. Not one single out has been recorded against Post 100. And had a couple home runs and doubles everywhere. And now we got runners at second, third, and still no outs. And Brandon Alexander's up, and there's a curveball.
Ground ball to short. Shortstop fields it. The runner will score. It's going to be an out at first base as Alexander's retired. He will get credited with an RBI. But a 6-3 put out for the first out here in the first inning. Yes, the first inning.
You know what Brandon just did, don't you?
What?
With 13 straight batters reaching base and him making the first out, he just volunteered to be the first player taken out tonight.
He may not even mind.
He just volunteered.
So 1 out, A.J. Cook moves over to third base. Jenkins comes in to score another Rocky Bennett Insurance Agency run, and now Harris.
Oh, it's all over there's a guy standing there.
Where'd he go? Fouls
Into the
it
parking
off.
lot.
Okay.
But the guy
I wondered why he was running.
Well, he had went to get the earlier ball. It just about landed on him.
Dylan Harris took off running, and if he pulled it that bad, no doubt it was going to be foul. Here's the pitch, swung on, hit into center field. Pretty well hit. That's going to get a run home. Center fielder will make the play. A.J. Cook will tag and come in to score. A fly out to center, a sacrifice, and another RBI right there. This one for Harris, his third RBI of the inning, and it's now 13-0. The first 13 batters for Cherryville tonight have scored. And now there's 2 outs, nobody on, and Cameron High. 13. Here's the pitch to the plate. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Second baseman, shortstop. Shortstop knocks it away from the second baseman. Second baseman, I don't think is going to get him anyway, but the second baseman.
Second baseman is aggravated at the shortstop right now.
Had a clear view of it.
But it's a base hit. That ball bounced 25 times before it even got out there. I don't think it'd
been a hot, tough play, especially backhanded.
I don't think he'd have been able to get it. I mean, it just bounced too long, and the second baseman, he didn't take the right angle there, David, at all. You got to come up on it towards the bag, and that's why if the shortstop cuts you off at second base,
yeah,
you took the wrong angle.
You didn't get there quick enough.
I'll tell you that. I mean, think about it. He had to take 5 steps to the right, and he's there, and the shortstop beat him there.
So now Cody Dellinger.
Oh, good pickoff move, but no lead.
Cherryville just 1 batter shy now, batting around twice here in the first inning. Cody Dellinger is your number 8 hitter in the lineup. He's the 17th batter to come to the plate here in the first inning. And the pitch on the way over the head of Dellinger. Danny, do you not remember that year I'm talking about the playoff game when East Catawba was here and they scored 14, I think without an out. I think the inning wound up being 18. And that's playoffs. Here's one lifted out into right field. This could get Burke County out of the inning. And you're going to have to get my calculator out as the right fielder hauls it in for out number 3. I can look at the scoreboard and tell you Cherryville put up 13 runs in the first inning. I'll cheat. I'll listen to Danny. 9 hits, 3 errors, and 1 runner left on base. We've played 1 inning complete here now. Your Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT trailer sale scoreboard. Yes, after 1 inning, Cherryville 13, Burke County nothing.
Golf carts are the specialty at R&M Motors in Cherryville. No matter where you live, it's well worth the drive to R&M Motors in Cherryville for your custom-made golf carts. Prices start at only $18.50, and all carts come with a 30-day warranty. Come see the selection today. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturdays 8:30 till 2. And be sure to check out R&M Pawn and Trade and R&M Motor Tire and Automotive Care, all located on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway, 1 mile outside of Cherryville. Call 704-445-0103.
In the nation, they go by Guardian, Lifesaver, and Friend. At Nationwide Insurance, we just call them agents. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that cares.
Nationwide is on your side.
Your Nationwide insurance agent in Cherryville is Sandy Cunningham Nationwide Insurance, 1608 East Church Street. Call 704-445-1990.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio, subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Since 1900, the Stamey Funeral Home in Fallston has been serving the families of our area with the finest in funeral service. In 1998, the Tysinger family began to serve the families of the Cherryville community, and today are a proud member of that community, providing services with dignity and respect. Caring for your family like our own, that's their slogan. Come talk with manager Pete Kraft about the services they provide at the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home, 405 North Dixie Street in Cherryville.
Back at Fraley Field in Cherryville, we move to inning number 2. Yeah, it's 7:45. It's the second inning, but it is still the 7th of June. We haven't changed dates yet. That inning didn't last that long. But Noah Edgers will lead things off here, right-handed hitter against. Here's the thing. Randall Long's got to go out there, and it's like starting over. I mean, I don't know if he was throwing any over in the bullpen to stay loose or not, but it's been a long time since he was out there. Good. I'm glad he was.
Andre tweeting from the Henry Dome, it's time to pack up and go home already.
He's tired. 1 ball, 1. I tell you what, I was going to count pitches tonight. I quit on about the 10th batter. I said, not going to do it. He had to be up around 60, or more. Danny comes offering food. This pitch, a curveball that misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to. Danny, are you saying Eggers or Edgers? Eggers, okay. Noah Eggers, the right fielder for Burke County. Now the 2-2 on the way, swung on, fouled off toward the Cherryville dugout. Says, I'll show y'all.
Usually your smartest player isn't sitting on the one on this end of the bench. So
They put the rookies over there. That's what they did. Put the rookies over there on the end.
I wouldn't be sitting there unless I was on deck and had a helmet on.
2 balls, 2 strikes. West Forsyth wins the 4A championship as this ball hit foul down the left field line. It went 3 games, but West Forsyth beat Richmond County 6-3 to take the state championship in 4A baseball today. Just most of the series is softball and baseball went 3 games. Very competitive. Very competitive.
And he hit the batter.
Hits the batter.
On the backside.
So, down to first base goes Eggers, hit by the pitch. Leadoff man aboard now for Luke Baker, the Burke County catcher.
Say hello to Calvin Hastings on the way back tonight from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, him and Mom.
On their way back tonight.
Sometime today, they may be back. They may be sitting on the lake listening to us sit here watching a 13-0 ball game in the first inning. I asked him if he wanted to do it, and he said no. But they may be back tonight. They hadn't completely decided. But it's 1-1 now to the batter. Runner on first, 13-0. Post 100 leads.
And the 1-1 pitch is in there at the knees for a strike, 1-2.
And and you know who I feel bad for also, David? This plate umpire.
Oh yeah. Big strike zone, Kevin.
Yeah, and then you feel bad.
You gotta
take your sometimes. Maybe a disadvantage to the Burke County team, but you're already down 13-0. What do you do?
I'll be honest. It's probably only human nature that it's going to be a bigger strike zone for Cherryville at this point than it is for Burke because. Bigger for Cherryville batters.
Hold the 10-run lead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, bigger for Cherryville batters. I just think you're up 13-0. He's going to make you swing the bat. 2-2 to Baker. Pitch on the way. Just a check swing.
Foul tip.
Okay, did foul it. Okay, fouled off. Stays 2-2.
$13 in a row.
Yeah, unlucky. Unlucky 13 for Gaston Gazette. Didn't waste any time retweeting that, did they? And a strikeout. I didn't even see it. Or did he swing?
Yeah.
Thank you. Strikeout swinging of Luke Baker. He kind of walked off so softly and quietly. Didn't realize it happened. Egger's still at first base. There's one out in the inning now, and Eli Reese, the first baseman, will be your hitter. Big left-handed hitter.
Yeah, Reese is a tall fella.
They go to the third inning down at South Point. Gastonia leads the Gaston Braves 3-1. Richard Walker there tonight reporting. Here it is 13-0, and we're in the second inning. And this pitch up and away to Eli Reese. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's a good picture Richard took, put on Twitter down at South Point tonight of the crowd watching the game.
Swing and a miss. No, they called a balk.
Oh, did call the balk. He's been standing there waiting to call that balk since the first inning, Kevin. He finally got to do it.
Well, he's only standing a foot and a half behind him, breathing down his neck. I mean, I might balk on purpose just to give him so he'll have something to do.
Actually, he was standing there watching the Burke
this
pitcher.
position right here I wanted to talk about last night, I didn't like because I know he's got to be there for the play at third, but my goodness, by the time the kid gets there, he should be able to get the 6 feet across, you know what I mean, to the other side of the mound. I don't like him there because he's in the shortstop's way, he's in the runner's way, he's in the center fielder's way, and he could be in the pitcher's way depending on where he steps off and where the runner's at. That's why I've always thought, just put him on his backside. He's in nobody's way. Then he can take 5 feet over to get to third base.
And this pitch, ball 4. So just like that now, a hit batter, a strikeout in between, and now a walk for ball 4. Eli Reese down to first base, 2 runners aboard with 1 out for the second baseman being Buff.
Now, they could have that rule where he stands on that side because for fat umpires, but I won't get into that. They don't have to pass a athletic test, do they?
Wouldn't think so. Might not be able to fill the spots. This one grounded up the middle. Could be 2. It's going to lead to shortstop right to the bag. Carpenter throws to first in time. An easy tailor-made.
Good D.
6-3 double play as Reese is retired down at second base. 6 unassisted, and they complete it with the throw to first base for the double play. No runs in the inning, no hits, no errors, a walk, a hit batter with a double play, so 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky, TRT trailer sales scoreboard. It's still Cherryville 13, Burke County nothing.
I tell everyone at this point, you got an inning. We got 7 to go, boys.
I think y'all offer a special down there and do hot dogs. However many runs Cherryville's got for $1.
You want pizza? Then head to Subway in Cherryville and Booger City and try the new Flatizza Pizza. Order it the way you like it on Subway's famous flatbread. On a diet? Try one of Subway's low-fat subs. And what about breakfast? Well, they've got that too. Visit your nearest Subway, located on Highway 150 west of Cherryville in the Food Line Shopping Center, and Subway in the Carolina Shopping Center in Boger City. You'll be glad you did. At B&B Buildings in Cherryville and Shelby, they have all of your storage needs covered. From portable buildings to carports, RV covers, equipment sheds, picnic areas, even covers for livestock in pastured areas. So why rent when you can own. B&B Buildings has easy rent-to-own terms on their old hickory wood and metal barns. And just 5% down delivers the building of your choice, and you can pay it off with no penalty. See B&B Buildings, 2261 Lincoln and Highway in Cherryville and 2104 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
A lot of people are switching to natural gas lately because natural...
Well, I shouldn't say that. It was, I'll put it this way, the first 13 batters scored tonight. 13-0 is where we sit, and Josh Beam now against Jordan Zimmerman, the right-hander, throws it in there for a strike.
He might have a little success this inning. I mean, we've been looking at lefties for 24 straight hours now. Never mind base hit, right field.
Yes, it is. Beam starts the inning with a base hit to right. He's 2 for 2 tonight. He'll hold up at first.
I don't understand why these outfielders are playing so deep, David. If they hit it over their heads where they're at, it's gone. I mean, 2 steps back.
Mm-hmm.
You play in a small part like left field in Wrigley. They don't play deep. If it's over their head, it's gone.
Fenway.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. It was Fenway, not Wrigley.
They play way in at Fenway. Well, even if it's going to hit the wall or something, you might want to be prepared to play the carom. First pitch is a strike now to Brett Huff. Brett homered and reached on an error, scored 2 runs.
But you can look, center field shorter, 20 feet shorter than both the corners.
Here's one foul back out of play. 0-2 quickly to Brett Huff. From the stretch, the pitch swung on, hit up in the air, should be playable. Left fielder out there under it, and Pierce hauls it in for the first out. So 1 down here in the Cherryville second inning, and it'll bring up Jonathan Carpenter. Carpenter, his slugging percentage out the roof in the first inning, a home run and a double, and 3 RBIs. And scored a pair of runs. That's pretty productive. And the first pitch bounces up there. He takes for a ball.
Kind of wish he'd pitch in a little bit. Well, he's already had a better game today than he had last night.
Mm-hmm. Taking out some frustration, isn't he? This one outside a little bit. Looked like maybe a pitch out. I don't know if it was called or not, but it's 2-0. Cherryville 13 runs, already up to 10 hits now in the ball game. And there's a strike, 2-1. Chandler Jenkins on deck. He's 2 for 2. And the pitch swung on foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runner on first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. It's 13-0. Cherryville Post 100 leads over Burke County as a foul ball back over our heads. Folks, you can watch tonight's ball game, ktcbroadcasting.com, and on your phones and tablets with the Ustream app. And as always, on all of our broadcasts, even if we don't have video, you can still listen to the games on the website and on the Ustream app, folks. So just because we don't have the video, you can still listen to the games. Ground ball, third base.
He'll go for 2. Second base for 1. The relay to first won't be in time, but good job out there at third base.
Just too slow of a ball to
really
turn 2 on that at all.
Beam retired out there on the 5-4, put out at second base. Carpenter reaches first on the fielder's choice. 2 down now for Chandler Jenkins. And let's go ahead and explain. You folks tuned in tonight, maybe went by the radio station and said, well, I thought there was no radio tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We had a change because tomorrow night the Braves have a conflict with our broadcast, and the Braves will be on our stations.
And then tonight they'll be on after our broadcast, 9:55 start time tonight against the Arizona Diamondbacks.
And we should be done by then.
With tomorrow's 5 o'clock start time here at Cherryville. That interfered with tomorrow's Braves game, so we switched up broadcast on that, folks. Also, real quick, we're going to talk a little bit later about the rest of the week.
There's a shot in the left center field. That ball is tailing from the center fielder, and it gets by him, goes all the way to the wall. Carpenter coming around third. He's going to be waved. He will score. Chandler Jenkins going to try to stretch it to a triple, and he gets in there standing up. RBI triple for Jenkins.
Stand-up triple for Chandler Jenkins, back after the absence from last year. He's been playing well for this Post 100 unit. Last year played summer ball or travel ball. This year back with the Post 100.
Coach Reynolds thinks he'll lead the team in hitting.
I expect him to.
Good, you know?
I expect him to.
Really
Yes, he does. I mean, he had one 2 years ago. Remember in the state championship game tournament up at Caldwell, he hit one opposite field in a crucial moment to help win a game up there.
This pitch in there for a strike to A.J. Cook.
And that was a pinch hit home run from Chandler up there at Caldwell.
Now the pitch swung on, fouled out of play.
Oh, that's a heat seeker right there.
That is a John Brown Allstate Insurance foul ball. That may be one you need to call John Brown Allstate Insurance.
Fix that window. He'll take care of it.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled, off. Still 0-2.
I know you weren't involved today, but I want to thank our pregame meal today. Pat's Drive-In. Didn't think it was going to be a pregame meal, and it turned into one anyway. I was going to get it anyway when I got the call for the ball game. And we went and got some burgers and chicken from Malcolm and the gang here.
Here's a shot into center field. This one should be caught. Straightaway center. Center fielder there to haul it in. Cook is retired, and so is Cherryville post 100. But they add a run. 1 run here in the third on just 2 hits. No errors, and they strand a runner over at third base. We go to the third inning now. Your score on the House Drug Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard. Cherryville 14, Burke County nothing.
Gas appliances cost a lot less to operate than those using propane or electricity. In fact, a typical family could save up to $1,000 a year just by switching from propane to natural gas. But that's not all. To learn more about natural gas and to find out how much money you could save by switching, visit psncenergy.com/choosegas. That's psncenergy.com/choosegas. Natural gas from PSNC Energy, making everyday life better.
Dick Beam Road in Cherryville. Just call 704-435-8803 for Alcom Storage today.
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. You know, the ones the other guys spend billions of dollars on each year. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Bennett Insurance Group in Cherryville, an independent Erie insurance agent. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Bennett Insurance Group today. Call 704-435-0270. That's 704-435-0270. Or go
we move to
BennettInsuranceGroup.net. We can help you get where you need to be, where you should be, quickly and easily. Go ahead, laugh at those cave people, stunt guys, and bubbly cashiers. Then see for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with Erie, year after year after year.
See Rocky Bennett at Bennett Insurance Group, your Erie insurance agent.
Top of the third, 14-0. Cherryville Post 100 leads Burke County Post 21 here. You're listening to KTCBroadcasting.com's broadcast on WCSL 1590 AM, 1390 AM, and WLON 1050 AM. Braves are coming up next, folks, tonight, 9:55.
You know, we mentioned earlier East Surrey lost those 2 games today. Whiteville with 2 runs in the top of the 7th to beat them tonight 3-2.
Drive center field short.
Shallow center, second baseman out. Nobody's going to get to it. It's going to be a leadoff hit for Rudisell.
Oh, God, he thought it was caught and kept running.
Jogging off the field.
And he's safe at first.
First baseman, I guess, couldn't reach him. Tried to apply the tag.
Wow.
What a fortunate break.
And Jonathan Carpenter tapped his chest and said, "My bad," on the throw.
Well, and I'll tell you something else. As bad as things are going for Burke tonight,
they needed one.
Almost glad he got back in there. You know what? You know what I mean?
Felt bad for him. I mean, he was in no man's land. I guess he thought the ball was caught. He was standing out there between first and second. Yeah.
Heading off the field. Wow. So runner aboard. Ray Pierce, leadoff hitter now up there, struck out his first time up. And the pitch swung on, lifted into left field. Left fielder back a couple steps, still drifting back under it, and makes the play. So 1 down. Rudisell will stay put at first base.
Post 100 in their reds tonight, folks. Red hat, red shirts. Gets Burke County in their blues, navy blue hats and red trim. Coming up Thursday, folks, our next broadcast will be the Cherryville Little League Championship game live video on KTCBroadcasting.com. It will not be on the radio. Ground ball out to short, double play ball.
It's a double play, flipped a second one, relay to first in time. Well, couldn't dig it out of the dirt.
They called him out, and then the first base umpire's arguing with it.
He can't call him out.
Now he's calling him safe.
Yeah. Yeah, he dropped the ball. He never really caught it. He knocked it down, but he never really caught the ball. It's a fielder's choice for Zimmerman.
And no
Brutus
argument.
was out on the 6-4 force down at second for the second out, but Zimmerman was obviously safe down at first. I think he called him out till he seen the ball laying on the ground under the glove, and then he.
That happens. I mean, you can't.
Oh yeah, you don't see it. I mean, it might be blocked by the glove, might be blocked by one of the legs, whatever it is, but everybody in the park knew he was safe. 2 down, however, and Fleming the hitter, and he swings and misses at the first pitch from Randall Long. Long's looked pretty sharp in every outing I've seen him so far here in the early part of the season. Now the pitch in there for a strike.
Well, David, I didn't think he was listening, but I think Dango found him a smartphone, and he's listening now. So, Dango, you hear us? Raise your hand. It's going to be in about 20 seconds. About 20 seconds he'll hear us.
No balls, 1 strike. Fleming at the plate. The pitch goes all the way to the backstop. That wild pitch will let Zimmerman get down to second base with 2 down here, and count a ball and a strike to Wyatt Fleming.
There he is, raised his hand. Yeah, you're about 30 seconds behind us.
That's just
Dango. Going over the internet, over the World Wide Web, and coming all the way back down to him.
Probably wonder why we were talking about something well after it happened.
I know.
This one down low, 2-1.
Well, I'm glad he found a smartphone. I saw he didn't come in. We didn't plan for this broadcast day. Usually he's got his AM radio with him and his earpiece, and I'm glad he found a smartphone so he can listen to me and David, even though we're about 30 seconds behind on the play. But one of our most
reaction, and then we talk about.
Yeah, he is one of our. He's probably the most loyal listener we have for Post 100.
Yep. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming here to Wyatt Fleming. Zimmerman down at second. Burke County trying to get their first run across. Here's a hard hit ball to short. That's Carpenter with it, and a good strong throw to first in time to get Fleming for out number 3. So that'll do it for Burke County in.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing.
Here's your card.
What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
What are some of the greatest moments in sports? For me, I think of the basketball games in my uncle's driveway when I was a kid. He wasn't just my uncle, he was a friend. When he died, his funeral allowed me to share what he meant to me. It was a meaningful funeral for a life worth celebrating. As a member of the National Funeral Directors Association, the staff at Carpenter's Funeral Home understand the importance of creating a meaningful funeral service for a life worth celebrating. For more information, call Carpenter's Funeral Home at 704-435-6711. Carpenter's Funeral Home, excellence in cremation and funeral services.
Cherryville Self Storage is your complete storage center. They have units from 5x5 up to 10x30. They also sell moving supplies such as locks, slips, covers, rope, and more. Cherryville Self Storage is the first storage facility in Cherryville and also has the newest units in town. They're also the only storage facility in the surrounding area with climate-controlled units. All storage units have 24-hour access and have paved lots for your convenience. Units are also monitored by security cameras as well as treated monthly for pest control. Office and units are located at the corner of Elm and Main Street, 300 Main Street at Suite A in Cherryville. Call the office at 704-435-4909 or come by and see Phyllis, Carolyn, and Larry today.
14-0. Cherryville up by a couple
2 touchdowns. And, hey, good news is hit the extra point, so.
76 days till the kickoff for the high school football season.
It was way closer than people think.
Yeah, there's a shot. First baseman grabs it, reaches out and grabs it. He took that one out of right field.
He was in right field last inning. Now he's back at first base.
A line shot, and the first baseman just reaches out and snags it. So 1 up, 1 down. Alexander's robbed of his second hit of the night. 1 out in the inning for Dylan Harris.
There's one of the famous Howe brothers, Steve Howe, in the house tonight with his family. We'll say hello to him.
First pitch down low. A ball. 1-0. And the pitch swung on and hit off the foot of Harris, so it's foul ball.
Folks wondering about football, we'll have live video coverage of Crest, Burns, Shelby, East Lincoln, and Newton Conover. We'll have radio coverage of Lincoln, West Lincoln, Cherryville. We'll have a few Cherryville video games in the Gaston County Game of the Week. We have a Gaston County Game of the Week every week, and we'll have 1 or 2 Cherryville games in that. And as we play, it's mostly Gaston teams on that game. 2 balls and 2 strikes down, 1 out. 14-0. Postal Hunter leads here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
A 13-run first inning, and now this one lifted high out behind third base. Looks like it's going to stay in fair territory, and the third baseman under it, and we'll haul it in for the second out. So 2 up and 2 down here in the Cherryville 3rd inning as Eggers hauls it in over at third base, and it'll bring up Cameron High, the designated hitter tonight for Cherryville. Reached twice, reached on an error, and then singled, and now he flies the first pitch into center, and that's going to do it. That's a quick inning for Cherryville Post 100 batters. A 1-2-3 inning, nothing doing here. We played 3 complete. Your Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky, TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard. It's still Cherryville 14, Burke County, nothing.
Got a building project in the near future? Then see Don or Tracy Lyles at College Building Supplies in Dallas, right across from Gaston College. You'll find material for treated decks, storage buildings, and even galvanized metal. Save too on roof cement and cement blocks. College Building Supply in Dallas has vinyl windows in all sizes as low as $69. Get quotes from kitchen cabinets, shingles, exterior siding, and even dog houses. College Building Supplies, Highway 321 in Dallas, across from Gaston College. Open Monday through Saturday.
Where can you get the highest quality in electrical service at a price that you can afford? From Dellinger Electric of Cherryville. Gary Dellinger invites you to give them a call for a quote on your commercial or residential electrical needs. Call 704-435-0705. No matter the job, Dellinger Electric of Cherryville can handle it. They feature weekend and holiday service. So before you pay an extraordinary price for an ordinary electrical job, call on Dellinger Electric of Cherryville. 704-435-0705.
Engineering great smiles and promoting healthy teeth and gums. That's the goal at Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Family and Cosmetic Dentistry in Cherryville. Dr. Cloninger will use his engineering background and knowledge and state-of-the-art 3D technology in all the services he provides. From implants to root canals and other dental procedures, at Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, making smiles is their top priority. Call for an appointment today at 704-435-6916 or visit our website at www.cloningerdentistry.com, located on East Church Street in Cherryville.
Eggers and Baker, that's 4, 5, and 6 for Burke County as they trail 14-0 to Cherryville Post 100. Now a foul ball.
Coming up Thursday, folks, Little League, Cherryville Little League State Championship post. Cherryville Little League Championship game live from Cherryville Little League. Don't know the teams yet, but we will have the coverage Thursday night. You can watch online and see the replay on YouTube. You can see last night's game and all of our games. We do video on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com/whatsupshopper or KTC Broadcasting, and you should be able to find your way to those replays.
Here's the pitch to the plate. Swung on, grounded to third. Third baseman, big hop. Kind of an odd hop. Alexander fields it, though. Throws across the diamond to get Williams for the first out. A 5-3 put out. One up and one down now, and it'll bring up Eggers, the right fielder, who was hit by a pitch.
Was good D by Alexander there.
Those are hard to play. Last second, you got to just jab at it.
Well, you got to look, and looking at the infield for Cherryville, yeah, it's green, but it's really choppy. It looks like
it is.
The field didn't grow all the way in this summer, and it's really choppy.
This one hit into left field. Not very deep. Left fielder Huff moving over under it and makes the play for the second out. So just like that, 2 up, 2 down here in the Burke County fourth inning, and it'll bring up the catcher, Luke Baker.
I wish they had pictures of the field through the years. I'd like to see, because, I mean, this dirt right here is completely different from when I played. When I played, when Coach Henry Jones was here, the field was made of brick dust. It wasn't dirt at all. And so, I mean, it was completely different bounces you get. In the brick dust, that ball sits down. It ain't going to bounce up, I'm telling you. And balls that look like they're going to bounce, they just dig in that dirt. And it's almost hard to get a lead or take a left or a right and get push off. I'm glad they went to the regular. I like the regular dirt better.
And, today's baseball fields have the grass base paths on the first and third side as well.
I hate that, though. I used to trip over that
lip.
Odd, I used to trip over that lip because it's like it's a 6-inch raise. Yeah. If you take off low, low out of the box,
you can sit here, Kevin, and see that it's a bigger raise going to first than it is coming home.
I don't know how many times I've tripped over that stupid lip.
1 and 2 in the dirt,
trying to dig out of there. But this field used to have warning tracks all around it. It used to have, at one point, they used to have wooden fence with advertisers out there. You remember those days?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Back in the early 90s and 80s?
Well, now they tell me long time ago, I don't remember this, the field used to face this way. I
don't remember that part.
They hit this direction where we are.
Yeah, that's way before my time then.
Well, me too.
But the one thing that never changed, or that's always been weird,
3-2
is
foul
that,
off.
and I don't know if you've ever noticed it, is that the dugouts point towards center field and not towards the infield.
Yeah.
If you're in that dugout right there, see all the players right here in the corner, that's the only spot you can see the infield.
The dugouts are a little further out.
And they point, the angle,
spots,
the angle's towards center field.
Here's one swung on and missed. That'll do it. A strikeout of Baker retires the side here for Cherryville Post 100. In the fourth, Burke County gets no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky, TRT Trailer Sales Scoreboard. Cherryville 14, Burke County nothing.
Your full-service service center for your automobile is Rick's Automotive on East Main Street in Cherryville. They do it all at Rick's Automotive. Rick Walker and his staff is dedicated at providing you the best in automotive care. From an oil change to a tune-up, from a tire alignment to a full set of new tires, from heaters to air conditioners, you can get it done at Rick's Automotive. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Rick's Automotive, 1001 East Main Street in Cherryville. Call 435-3801.
Pennzoil is not just oil, it's Pennzoil. Choose from Pennzoil High Mileage Vehicle, or Pennzoil Conventional, or Pennzoil Platinum. The Pennzoil High Mileage Vehicle continuously cleans and protects engines with over 75,000 miles, helping reduce leaks and oil consumption while helping to keep your higher mileage engine clean to maintain responsiveness. Ask for Pennzoil High Mileage Vehicle, available at Fastway Oil Change, 630 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Pennzoil, not just oil, it's Pennzoil.
Back at Fraley Field in Cherryville as the pitcher Zimmerman going through his warm-up tosses, and Cherryville's going to send up Cody Dellinger, Josh Beam, and Brett Huff, 8, 9, and 1 here to start the fourth inning.
Number 12.
Yeah, that's right. It's not going to be Cody Dellinger. It's going to be a pinch hitter. Caleb Nairn will bat for Dellinger. We're going to see a lot of this, I would say. See here in the with a 14-0 lead. Narren fouls the first one off. 0-1 the count.
There's a John Brown All-State foul ball.
Yes, it was. No balls and 1 strike. I'd like to thank you for listening to the Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Family and Cosmetic Dentistry Post 100 broadcast tonight.
Umpire didn't have the switch there.
I don't want to promise no radio tomorrow, but as of right now, we're pretty
Shouldn't
much
be. No, I'm promising it.
Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike on the outside corner. 0-2.
Atlanta Braves tomorrow, 4 o'clock, folks.
Braves out in Arizona,
on
right?
Big O
Is that
Country,
where they are?
Out in Arizona.
Desert ball. 0-2 up and away. I don't even like to talk about Major League Baseball right now. It's my team's not doing very well.
Didn't y'all do good last year?
Here's a shot into left field. That's going to, or left center field, I mean. That's a base hit, a pinch hit by Narren, and he delivers a single. What'd you say about last year?
I said, didn't y'all do well last year?
Did good last year, but
What's the
and
problem?
it's like I told you, I don't expect anybody to, in any major sport, it's just hard to win back to back.
9.5 down.
Oh, it's terrible.
What are they doing? I haven't looked. I don't look at this.
Well,
I never look at the standings really until All-Star break.
Last year, everybody predicted Toronto to win the division. They're a year late. They got a lot of talent, and they hit the ball. They're a year late. Josh Beam up there now swings and misses. But a lot of people this year thought Tampa would be the team to beat. They're 14 out, and they got the same guys. It's just hard to figure the division. I think Toronto's going to win it unless they have a major
that's towards us,
collapse.
Danny.
Yeah, some foul.
That foul ball's in our direction right there.
It don't hit cars up there, remember? 14-0 Cherryville on top. Leadoff man aboard, Caleb Narren. Josh Beam now batting with an 0-2 count. And the pitch swung on, hit into left field. Pretty well hit. That thing is deep. Still going back. Right fielder looks up, and it's out of here. Third home run of the night for Cherryville post 100.
And that one landed on the tool shed, folks. It didn't quite get on top of Nixon Jim. It landed hit the side of it and rolled around the tool shed for a minute. It looked like it rolled right back down, so they'll be able to find that one. But it's now 15. 16.
Sorry. You were doing them one. I got you. You were doing them one at a time. I get you.
16-0. Post 100 with the lead over Burke County here in the 4th inning. Somebody's cooking a goat.
Yeah. Medical Center Pharmacy base hit, back-to-back by Narren and Beam. And 2 more Rocky Bennett Insurance Agency runs come in to score for Cherryville Post 100. It is 16-0.
That was one of those no-doubters as soon as he hit it.
A lot of height under it, too. A towering shot, That's one of those kind you can hit the line drives and they're impressive. But if you hit the towering shot, you get to watch them a while.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled out of play.
The best ones to watch here were the Ralph Roberts, the center that went down the street. They'd roll down 150 there. And then the Wes Anthony and the Will Lane lefty bombs over Nixon Jim. And I better say Dustin Day or he'll kill me tomorrow on the golf course if I don't say Dustin hit one over that gym too. He's not listening.
I'll tell you what, the one that used to wear the gym out here was back before your time with Jimmy Fortenberry. Kid that played at East Lincoln when they could draw the East Lincoln. Well, Jimmy made AAA. He played his highest AAA in the Phillies organization.
Inside.
But he could hit bombs, man. Well, I don't think his hit the gym. I think they landed on the other side.
Landed on the track.
Yeah. And did it pretty consistently. And the thing about Fortenberry was, I'll tell you here after this pitch, is it's fouled back into the screen by Brett Huff. He could outrun anybody. I mean, he was the fastest kid in school when he was at East Lincoln. He could just, he just was a superior athlete. Just run like a deer. Here's a shot foul down the left field side.
And that'll clear the bullpen area.
And as far as conference player of the year in the conference, he didn't win them all, but he was nominated in football, basketball, and baseball. He was nominated for conference player of the year and all. That's pretty impressive.
Sounds like the Ralph Roberts of the 70s.
Yep. Now the pitch swung on, lifted high, left center field, and it will be hauled in out there in center field for the first out. I think Jimmy's same age as Coach Reynolds. They would have played together.
The furthest balls I've seen hit out here in left field was got to give credit to Kyle Warlick and Charlie Wilkins. Used to hit bong, and they call it a Wilkins shot. If it goes in the graveyard, Dad and Milton will always call it that because I'm telling you, I was real good friends. Charlie lives in my neighborhood down the street from me. I mean, he's 10 years older than me, but I was real good friends with his little brother. And Charlie was a very underrated athlete and ball player here, but he'd hit it down that line and put him in the graveyard. Fly ball to center field.
Yeah, softly hit. Center fielder going to come in and makes a nice diving effort. But
ball came out and the umpire wasn't looking.
Yeah. He comes up empty, and now the throw is going to get by, and the catcher does a good job of backing it up. Just going to be a single for Jonathan Carpenter. That's his third hit of the night as it falls in front of the Burke County center fielder, Wyatt Fleming. Good effort, Kevin. He just come up a little short.
Yep.
Couldn't quite get there. So a one-out single, and now Chandler Jenkins. You know, I was thinking some Major League Baseball players have played on this field. We have seen, I don't know if you remember or not.
Norris Hopper.
When the Hopper probably played here.
Oh, yeah, he definitely did.
But Carlos Berga, who had a good career for the Cleveland Indians, played for Puerto Rico here in the regionals back in the early 80s.
Or actually
right
on
here,
this field?
Right here. And Lonnie Chisenhall, who currently plays first base for the Cleveland Indians, played here for Morehead City maybe, 6 years ago?
Did Madison
Madison
ever play here?
played here, yeah. So how about that? Even some current major leaguers right now in there. Kevin Millwood, I'm sure, played here.
Oh, Kevin Millwood was 0-9 here. Did you know that?
I knew he never beat Cherryville. Isn't that
never
something?
beat Stevie
the
Sanders.
high school and never beat the.
Well, he always went up against Sanders.
Yeah. And now the 0-1 up and away.
Folks don't remember that name. He's the coach of the junior B team, folks. And you want to talk about Kevin Millwood? Like I said, he was 0-9 against Sanders. And I think he was 0-13 overall.
There's a shot in the right field, base hit off the bat of Chandler Jenkins. 4 for 4 tonight. We talked about how he's expected to be one of the leading hitters on this team, and he's showing why.
That's Clay Fuller. He's hitting for Chandler.
Oh, okay. He hits like Chandler.
He looks like a big lefty. And he hit the ball real well. Clay Fuller, the Cherryville Ironman.
Thank you, Kevin.
He's a running back.
Overlooked that. The left-handed batter up
running back, too, for Cherryville.
A big one.
Yeah.
So Chandler actually ends his night a perfect 3 for 3, including a triple. Had an RBI, knocked in 2 runs, and Fuller gets up there and fills in his shoes very well with the base hit. And now A.J. Cook, who is also being hit for by number 19. Get that name from Danny.
Who's number 19?
Hunter Jackson.
Hunter Jackson's in the ball
We knew that,
game.
didn't we?
We don't recognize him without his catcher's equipment on.
Jackson up there in a pinch hitting role as well. A.J. Cook's night 0 for 1 officially. He did walk twice and scored a couple runs. Now the pitch, Jackson rips it into left field. Well, these guys getting their opportunity. They're coming up there hacking, and that's 3 straight hits now for Cherryville.
And that's what you like to see as a Legion coach as far as post 100 is concerned. See, when you bench guys come in and hit, it gives you more options. You know, once you get later in once you get later on in the year in the playoffs, and you got to mix and match it, and really
you feel
really
a little more
use your
comfortable
bench.
calling
yeah,
on them,
absolutely.
Don't you? After 1 inning, Midway leads Bunker Hill 3-0 after 1. So Bunker Hill got their work cut out for them. They're going to come back and bring home a state title. And we're pulling for them, that's for sure. First pitch inside to, is it Alexander? It is.
Yeah.
I can tell by his body build.
Yep.
Long legs.
Runners at second and third, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th, 16-0, folks. Yeah, that's right. I said it. 16-0. Post 100 leads Burke County here at Fraley Field. First pitch or second pitch to Alexander is ball 2.
Here's the key stat. After this pitch,
16-0.
Yeah, only 3 runs have been scored after the first.
Yeah, that's true too.
Popped up on the infield. Shortstop will drop back
That's
in the edge of the grass.
infield fly rule.
It is
called by the umpire
and hauled in anyway by the Burke County shortstop Nathan Williams for the second out of the inning.
Now, if you
Bases
guys are
still
wondering,
juiced for, is it Dylan Harris? I don't think it is.
I don't know.
I
It
don't
looks
think
like
it is. Number 8.
Fitch.
Cameron
Yeah,
Fitch
that's
will
what I thought.
pinch hit.
Thought it looked like Cameron.
Fitch will pinch hit for Harris.
Cameron's girlfriend, serves me and Austin every Friday afternoon at Central Drug.
Snap throw to first. Runner back in there by the catcher.
Fixes us an orange. I get an orange and he gets an ice cream.
Okay.
It makes him so happy. See her and every Friday, Dewey actually and Cameron grew up across the street from us. I remember Cameron when he was born.
1-0 down. Excuse me, the 0-1. That was the 1-0 down low. 2 balls, no strikes to Cameron Fitch. Close the book on Dylan Harris tonight. Officially 1 for 2. A double, 2-run double.
Cameron with a hit.
Yep, down the line. That's going to score 2 runs. And over to third base comes Jackson, and he'll hold right there. 2-run double off the bat of Cameron Fitch. And just like that, it's 18. Or did you want to go 17 and then 18? To nothing. Carpenter comes in to score, followed by Clay Fuller. 18 to nothing. Over to third base, Hunter Jackson. And down to second with that 2-run double, Cameron Fitch.
That brings up Cameron High, who pinch hit his last at bat and hit a line drive to center on his first at bat.
First pitch is a strike to Cameron High. I'm trying to look here at the pinch hitters. Fuller pinch hit, single. Hunter Jackson pinch hit, single. Nairn pinch hit, single, and Fitch pinch hit. So all 4 guys that have come in and pinch hit have delivered hits. How about that?
That was a good deuce there.
And this is the 9th batter of this inning, and it's fouled out of play.
So trying to bat around for the second time tonight. Almost bat around twice in the first inning alone. They got 17 up in the first inning. One batter away from batting around twice.
Here's a ground ball. Shortstop will have to backhand. He's got to make a good throw to first, and he does so in time to get Cameron High.
Did he make 2 outs?
Put out. No.
Close.
He made the last out last inning.
Okay.
Made the last out last inning. Post 100 does pick up a couple more. 4 runs in the inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. No errors, and they strand 2 runners. We go to the 5th inning. Your score on the Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky TRT trailer sales scoreboard now. Cherryville leads over Burke County 18 to nothing.
There's something going on at Ferguson's Ace Hardware in Cherryville. There's new merchandise you got to see for spring. New spring clothing, that is. Ferguson's Ace Hardware is now a Port Authority dealer. Plus, they've just added the Nike line and Eddie Bauer clothing along with Carhartt. See the new Carhartt short sleeve shirts, great for summer, for only $24.99. And Eddie Bauer fishing shirts are $39.99. Check it out soon. Ferguson's Ace Hardware, Highway 150 East in Cherryville.
Hello, my name is Kevin Bennett, Minister of Students and Outreach at First Baptist Church Cherryville, and John 3:17 tells us that God sent His Son into the world not to judge the world, but to save the world through Him. And we'd like to invite you to come join us each Sunday morning at 11 o'clock to celebrate the marvelous grace of God. Our motto is accomplishing all things through Christ, and we'd like for you to come and share in that. Again, my name is Kevin Bennett, Minister of Students and Outreach at Cherryville First Baptist Church. Look forward to seeing you there.
Are you an experienced mechanic and you want out of that old garage? Do you need some benefits? Are you looking for something new? FleetNet America is looking for individuals with mechanical experience for their headquarters in Cherryville. Multiple schedules available. Typing proficiency not required. On-the-job training is provided. Apply online today at FleetNetAmerica.com. Again, apply online today at FleetNetAmerica.com.
Tight game last night. Nothing doing tonight. 18 to nothing. Cherryville on top now. A 13-run first inning set the tone tonight, and Cherryville has pushed across 18 here in the contest. And Eli Reese will lead things off, and he fouls one out of play over toward the Legion building parking lot. No worries. Not going to hit a car.
I couldn't. That one disappeared before it landed. I couldn't quite tell.
John Brown, Allstate Insurance, foul ball off the bat of Eli Reese. And now the 0-1 pitch. And who's our new pitcher?
Our new pitcher is number
18.
18. I don't know.
1 ball, 1 strike from the stretch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Pitcher, Danny? Alex Murray out of Burns. Alex Murray, right-hander out of Burns. Coach played for Coach Wise this year. Here's a big hopper to first. Pitcher's going to have to get there and cover. First baseman can't handle it. And I think it's going to be an infield error that will get Reese aboard here to start. I think it would have had him if he feels it clean.
It would have been close, but yeah, I think you're right.
Reese aboard on the air now to bring up Ben Buff. Buff's second baseman hitting to a double play is only time up. That's another thing that's depressing when you're getting soundly beaten like this right now, like they are. You're watching the other team go up there and bat 4 or 5 times, and you're just now getting to your second trip to the plate. Also kind of deflating, isn't it? First pitch fouled off, a strike. Runner at first base gets his lead. That's Eli Reese. Ben Buff waiting on the pitch here from Murray. And it swung on, grounded up to short. Shortstop will lead to the bag, step on it, throw to first, in time, another double play. That's a 6-3 unassisted double play. We've seen that twice tonight out of Cherryville Post 100. 2 outs now in the Burke County 5th inning as Carpenter steps on the bag, completes the throw to first. And now the number 9 hitter, Trevor Rudisell. Left-handed hitter, singled his first and only time up so far tonight. And he swings and misses at a high fastball.
Got some people in some weird positions right now. Brandon Alexander's at catcher. Hunter Jackson's out at second base.
And from the stretch, Murray's pitch in there for a strike. Quickly 0-2 to Rudisell.
Murray on the mound. 18-0 here on WCSL 1590 AM, 1390 AM, WOHS, and WLON 1050.
Hard hit ball up the middle. A backhanded effort by Jackson. Can't get it. It's a single into center field. Trevor Rudisell's come off the bench. He's 2 for 2, Kevin.
It's one of those bouncers that when they hit the dirt, just depends on the spin. They'll skid across the dirt, and you can. Ball went right under Hunter's glove. It looked like he was anticipating the bounce up, and it just kind of skidded across the dirt once it got into the dirt. Can't blame Hunter too much. He's a catcher.
Oh, no.
He's a catcher.
Here's the first pitch. He does a great job back there. There's a quick snap throw to first. That's very close. If Alexander's upset with himself, he knows if he throws that ball to the second base side of the bag that they're going to pick off.
Last night's game we had three throws by catchers that were just perfect throws. That the only way they got them out was to throw it. That was one of them situations, like you said. Alexander throws it right side. He might have an out.
Pop, shallow left field. I don't know if the left fielder see. Yeah, he does. I thought it was shallower than that. The left fielder Huff comes in a couple steps, or not Huff. It's number 6. You tell me. We'll have to get that here in a minute. But it is hauled in, nonetheless, by Cherryville Post 100 for out number 3, and nothing doing for Burke County again here in the 5th inning. No runs. They did get a hit. There was an error, and 1 runner after the double play left on base. Burke County's only left 4 men on tonight in 5 innings and haven't pushed a run across yet.
I didn't know they had 4 men on.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Your score on the TRT Trailer Sales Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard, it's Cherryville 18, Burke County nothing.
Considering hardwood flooring for your home? Then head to Flooring America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow. Right now at both locations, you'll find a big selection of in-stock hardwoods on sale, priced as low as $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot. At Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, and Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow. The summer savings sale is underway at Hendrick Appliance in Shelby and in Gastonia. Save $100 on a Maytag washer and dryer pair. Save $200 on a Maytag Power Wash washer and dryer pair. And save $100 on a Maytag side-by-side refrigerator. All during the big summer savings sale event at Hendrick Appliance, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, and at 4027 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia.
Back at Fraley Field.
Well, we are online. You can go ahead online.
Here's a shot off the bat in there, and right center field. It's going to be in the gap. He will round second. He's going to head to third, and Caleb Nairn's going to have himself.
He could have won it because they bobbled it in the outfield.
Well, you know, it's hard to hold a kid back and tell him not to run when you're up 18-0, and a kid would like to get a triple.
Oh, yeah.
Because triples are hard to come by.
I'd also like an inside the park home run.
Yeah, true. But leadoff triple here for Caleb Nairn. First pitch he sees, he drills it into the right center field gap and winds up at third base standing up, and it'll bring up Josh Beam.
That center fielder didn't exactly make a 100% effort. He didn't even move, David, till the ball hit the ground.
See some clouds rolling in from the west. Here's a line drive, one hopper to the pitcher. Hard hit ball, but the pitcher fields, throws to first, and gets Beam.
Good play there defensively.
First time tonight, Beam been retired, and Nairn has to hold at third. So one down. Did you see the crazy base running on the highlights for the Orioles last night?
No.
Oh, my goodness. They tried to steal home to win a game.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy was out 20 feet.
Yeah, with their slowest player.
Mm.
It was Nelson Cruz.
It didn't look good. One out, runner at third base, and Huff line drive in the left field past the diving shortstop.
That's
RBI single for Huff.
That's Wilkins.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. You keep me updated on the subs over there. So.
This is Jonathan Carpenter.
Austin Wilkinson. Is that who it was? Austin Wilkinson with the pinch hit RBI single. Carpenter is batting for himself.
Yep.
3 for 4 tonight. RBI for Wilkinson. Makes it 19-0.
19-0. Post 100 leads Burke County here.
Here's a pitch to the plate, driven down the left field line.
Foul ball.
And foul. Athletes for number 19.
Johnny Unitas.
That's the first one everybody thinks of, isn't it?
Keyshawn Johnson.
Yeah.
He needs a triple for the cycle.
Now my turn. Bernie Kosar. You left me slim here, and I'll tell you a baseball player, Greg Luzinski. I don't know if you remember him or not.
No, he sounds like
former Philly.
Sounds like a diver.
Sounds like a number 19, don't
a swimmer.
Kosar wore 19, didn't he? I'm thinking that. I know Johnny U did, and Johnny U's the most famous 19. There's no doubt about that.
Kosar's questionable.
In what way?
All kinds of ways.
Pop up on the infield. Should be called. Shortstop's going to come over in front of the second baseman. He likes that area.
He doesn't trust the second baseman at all. At all.
And he will make the catch. That is Nathan Williams out there at short, making sure they're out. I like the aggressiveness, though. I will say that.
No, you do
Still
have
playing hard.
Clay Fuller here, don't you? Okay.
Yep. 2 down in the inning now.
No, I'm not going to lie. I've made plays on the other side of second, but I've never cut in front of them to do it.
Take it away from them.
Yeah, I mean, it's just polite, but I've had to make plays on that side of the bag just because, you know, the second baseman's going that way. Yeah, big chopper. I mean, you've got to do it. I don't know if I've ever come over to catch a pop-up. I don't want to catch. That's the hardest ball to catch.
Yep.
I hate it. Straight up pop-up, and it's moving. And then the lights on these fields are below where the ball goes. You know, your Major League ballpark, the ball's below the lights. You come out here and you play in these fields and stuff, you hit the ball above the lights, you can easily lose it.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning.
Unless you're at Shelby, of course.
Now the pitch and a check swing didn't go around. 2-2.
Kosar was 19.
Rowan County leading Southern Rowan tonight in American Legion Baseball 9-1.
But what was Kosar's number in college?
20.
There you go.
Here's the pitch in the dirt. It gets by the catcher. Down to second base on the wild pitch goes Wilkinson. Yeah, it was kind of odd to see a 20 at quarterback for the Hurricane, for anybody, but back in the day.
Flutie was what, 20?
They were good. 22.
22, something like that. Well, Florida, somebody's quarterback last year wasn't Florida State? No, not Florida. Somebody was like 98.
Michigan.
Michigan, yeah.
Strike three, catches him looking.
Staring at it.
Yes, he does. And I want to say that's the first strikeout tonight of any Cherryville batter. Yeah, first strikeout. How about that? 1 run in the inning for Cherryville post 100. There was 2 hits, no errors, and they strand 1 runner down at second base. We go to the 6th inning. Top of the 6th inning coming up. Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky, TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard. Cherryville on top, 19-0.
Howard Elmore at Hometown Hardware in Kings Mountain wants to take this time to wish all of our American Legion baseball teams the best of luck this summer. And for all of your hardware needs, drop by Hometown Hardware, featuring friendly hometown service. And with Father's Day just around the corner, see Hometown Hardware in Kings Mountain for a great selection of beautiful case knives for dear old Dad. They've got it all. Hometown Hardware, located at 110 South Railroad Avenue in Kings Mountain. At Hauser Drug Store in downtown Cherryville, they'll bill your Medicaid, Medicare, and most insurance companies, and they provide home prescription delivery service, plus DME equipment and respiratory products. And check out their orthopedic bracing section, and they compound those hard-to-find items. See Hauser Drug Store on the corner in downtown Cherryville. Hauser Drug Store, earning your trust, not just your business.
Look like Jared Lorenzen.
Yeah. Look like 2 of him. Back here at Fraley Field in Cherryville, we go to the 6th inning. 2, 3, and 4. Your pitcher now for Burke County at the plate, Jacob Zimmerman, 0 for 2 tonight.
Got a new pitcher for post 100 too there, David.
Yes, we do. A little left-hander. Number 5, Josh Beam. Beam takes over here in the 6th. You'll probably see a different one in the 7th as well. This pitch swung on, hit off the end of the bat. That's a nubber. It's going to go to first. Picked up by the first baseman. A quick step of the bag for the first out down there at first base. Cameron Fitch. 3 unassisted. Gets Zimmerman for the first out. And now Wyatt Fleming. 1 for 2 tonight.
$19-0. KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch live online and on your smartphones. Ustream app for your phones. Dango's got the Ustream app.
Go to the 3rd inning now. Still midway 3-0 over Bunker Hill. Game 3, the deciding game in the 2A state championship. There's a swing and a miss by Fleming. It's 1-1.
Cherryville folks, tune in Thursday night, please, and watch the support your Cherryville Little League championship game Thursday night, 6 p.m. And then Saturday morning, 9 a.m., Cherryville High School graduation live online for you folks that can't make it out to the field or don't have a ticket.
Those graduations hot out here on the beer out here, right?
No, they do it on the football field. No, it's not hot.
Haven't they done it here before?
They did it 1 year.
1 year. Ground ball in the hole, shortstop backhands. Carpenter, long throw to first. Boy, he got some arm behind it, but overthrows the first baseman. That's going to be an infield hit.
Yep.
For Fleming. I think he would have probably beat it anyway, but he got some leg action behind that throw to first, that's for sure.
They only had it on this field one time, David, and the reason they had it was because they were remodeling the field.
Okay, that's right.
So they didn't have a stadium for the fans.
Right?
It was 2 years ago, and that happened to be, I think, the 100th anniversary. So every class graduated on the football field except one. And it was the.
Well, they were special.
Yeah,
100th anniversary. They got the baseball.
But the football field, we did it last year. It's a good time. I mean, it was hot for the graduation. It wasn't for me. They got air conditioning in the press box.
Right.
So I was fine.
That kids were ready to graduate in a hurry. Call those names fast, right?
Yeah.
And move it on. Nathan Williams swings and misses at the first pitch from Fitch. Not Fitch, but who did we say out there? I wrote it down here, and I still
Brown.
can't even read it. There's a strike in there.
Brown's pitching, right? Josh Brown.
Beam.
Josh Beam. Sorry, Beamer.
Beam. Quite a few innings last year for this team, but they said they just got to work him in. Hadn't pitched any, and just got to work him in, try to get him a few innings at a time, work him back into pitching shape as this one's fouled out of play. So it is no balls, 2 strikes to Williams. If we sound a little delirious, it's 19-0. A long, long first inning, but it wasn't near as long as it was for the poor Burke County players who had to be out on the field through that 13-run first. 17 batters went to the plate for Cherryville. And the first 13 scored. 1-2 pitch, swung on foul back against the wall. Count stays the same, 1-2.
One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 19-0, folks. 19-0. We're not making that up. Posting 100 tonight. Couple of touchdowns, a field goal, and a safety.
You know, you mentioned, I'll tell you this pitch, swing and a miss, and first base occupied. He thought he was going to take off to first, when the ball in the dirt, but first base occupied, so just a strikeout of Williams.
And I'm not sure Burke County's made it past the 50-yard line tonight.
You know, they haven't. I mean, really, they haven't. They hadn't had a player to third base.
Yep.
Have not had a runner to third. They've had 2 get to second, and that's all. One of those in the second inning, one of those in the third inning, and that's as far as they've gotten. But you were mentioning 19, and you named Keyshawn Johnson, which that was good. That was a good one to pull out. There's other wide receivers that wear 19 as well, a few, but I don't think they're very well known.
Miles Austin.
Was he 19 or 18?
He's 19.
Okay.
Trust me, my son's got his jersey.
Well, where did he wind up? Do you know?
Chicago maybe, or somewhere
One
up
hopper.
north.
Back to Josh Beam. He'll throw it to first base. 1-3 put out of Eggers, and that'll do it for Burke County in the 6th. No runs, a hit, no errors. 1 runner left on base. We've now played 5.5 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Your Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard. It is Cherryville, all Cherryville here tonight. Cherryville 19, Burke County nothing.
If you would check with him, I think he's in motion to me. He's got some big money in that pot, so pick up a couple tickets. We'll call that lucky number out next inning.
You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to only play offense or only play defense. So when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now, and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands? Hey, sports fans, call Allstate agent John Brown at 704-435-1920 today. Looking for a fresh, clean shopping atmosphere? Then we invite you to visit the local market, formerly Don's Handy Mart in Cherryville. It's fresh and it's clean, and they carry all of your favorite convenience items, along with local grown farm fresh produce, honey, jellies, pickle products, sun-drop slushies, and more. Yes, they are your neighborhood market, the new local market, 911 East Church Street in Cherryville, open 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday.
Post 100, second baseman number 19, Hunter Jackson.
And welcome back. A first pitch swinging ground ball off the bat of Hunter Jackson. Third baseman Fields throws to first in time. So one pitch, one out here in the Cherryville sixth inning.
He might have beat that out, David, but bangers are out 19-0.
That's right. That's right. Don't hurt yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't hurt yourself. Don't pull something, strain something, whatever, in a 19-0 game, no matter which side you're on, as far as that goes. New York Rangers lead the LA Kings tonight in Game 2 in the hockey finals 3-1. Here's a little flare off the bat of Alexander, and the first baseman can't hang on to it. And Alexander says, "Thank you. I have another chance to swing here." Tough break over there for
That's
the
a
first
Christmas
baseman.
present right there.
Yep. And he's the one you said didn't play first to start the game. He started out in right field, and they moved him to first. So don't know how often he plays there. The headlines say triple frown. No triple crown, right? Here's a ball hit off the bat of Alexander. Again, a pop-up. This one's going to stay in the field of play and will be caught out there by the second baseman for the second out as Buff hauls it in. So 2 up, 2 down here in the Cherryville 6, and it'll bring up Cameron Fitch.
First baseman, number 8, Cameron Fitch.
Fitch, right-handed batter, doubled, drove in 2 runs his first time up, and pops this one foul out of play, left side. Cubs won their 5th game in a row today. Wonder when the last time was the Cubs won 5 in a row.
1913.
They did win their 5th in a row, beat Miami 5.
Oh, that's a drive center field.
Into center field. Center fielder going back, and makes the play. Hard hit ball.
Yep.
But hauled in out there for the third out by center fielder Wyatt Fleming. Nothing doing. Another 1-2-3 inning as Cherryville is retired in order. We go to the 7th. This will do it unless Burke County puts 10 on the board, Kevin. They got to have 10 to keep this game going.
I'll bet everything I own and that I'll walk down Main Street naked in Cherryville tomorrow.
Well, now I can't go down there and tell them all these things, and they might just let them score 10.
We'll see.
We go to the 7th. Your score on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT trailer sales scoreboard, it remains Cherryville 19, Burke County, nothing.
Room service?
Hi, I'd love a McDonald's premium roast coffee and an egg McMuffin.
Sir, this is a hotel.
Not a problem. There's a McDonald's right across the street.
Sir, I really don't believe I can do that.
Well, the front desk said anything we can do to make your morning better.
We did say that, didn't we?
Can you throw in hash browns too?
Start your day right with the big, bold taste of a McCafe Premium Roast Coffee. Get any size for just $1 every day. The simple joy of a McDonald's morning. Prices and participation may vary. A la carte only.
For all your printing needs, see Aaron and David Moss at Modern Printing of Cherryville. Get your full-color business cards at Modern Printing, along with your full-color brochures. Get multicolored letterhead and multicolored envelopes. Just call 704-435-6112 or email at modernprint89767@bellsouth.net. Modern Printing, located at 902 East Main Street, Cherryville. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 4:30 p.m.
Almost got ourselves a 2-hour game. Just about got ourselves a 2-hour game. Now
that's almost. Well, we didn't start at 8.
Start on time.
7:11, wasn't it?
So we should get
We
7:10. So we got he's got about 12 minutes to get them out here.
We got Dalton Towery on the mound, so we'll see if he can do it.
Dalton Towery, our latest Alcom call to the bullpen, as Towery will come in here and try to close it out. Once again, thanks for listening to the Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Family and Cosmetic Dentistry Post 100 radio broadcast. David Keever, Kevin Hastings here. Glad to bring it to you tonight, 19-0, a far different game from what we had last night.
Want to thank our cameraman, too, out on the Henry Dome, Andre Bush.
That went in there for a strike, 1-1.
Andre, you know it's
Bushman.
it's been a long day when the cameraman starts standing up to stretch.
Well, he knows he's not going to get a 7th inning stretch in this one. He's going to take it early. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Luke Baker.
All right, folks, coming up this week, broadcast for Cherryville. Thursday night, Cherryville Little League, 6 p.m.
Foul ball right back at us.
Friday night, though, we will have Shelby Post 82 live video against Steubenville, Ohio, but we'll also have Cherryville Post 100 on the radio Friday night. And then Saturday, Cherryville graduation at 9 a.m. So, folks, busy week on ktcbroadcasting.com. Stay tuned to the radio. If you want to know our broadcast schedule at any time, folks, you can go to ktcbroadcasting.com. For radio schedule, click on Big O Country. For video schedule, click on KTC Online TV, and you can see our video broadcast and our radio broadcast schedules for the next couple of weeks. That includes Braves, Tar Heels, all of our sports broadcasting. Fly ball center field, going to be rounded in like a can of corn. That'll be the first out of the inning for Burke County and Post 100.
Yep. First
with a
out.
19-0 lead, looking to wrap this up here at Fraley Field. David's, you want to start adding up stats there?
Yeah. First, it's going to take a while on the Cherryville side. You know, only 4 hits tonight by Burke County so far. And a
pitching staff 4-hitter, not bad.
Yeah, that's right. A fly
no matter
ball
who you're
out
playing.
by Luke Baker for the first out of the inning, and now Eli Reese up there, left-handed hitter, facing the right-handed throwing Dalton Towery. And the 1-0 misses down and away. And now the pitch swung on and missed.
2 balls, 1 strikes, 1 out, 19-0. Cherryville Post 100 leads Burke County here on ktcbroadcasting.com. Follow us on Twitter at KTC Broadcasting, at WCSL 1590 AM. You can follow David at David Keever. You can follow me at Kevin Hastings. Pretty simple. Follow Cherryville Post 100 at Seville Post 100.
Now the pitch upstairs. That's ball 4.
So ball 4. We'll get a runner on for Burke County.
Second walk issued tonight by Cherryville Post 100 pitching. Also hit a batter earlier in the game, but runner aboard with 1 out, and it'll bring up Ben Buff.
Gastonia leads 4-3 over the Braves in the 6th.
And that would be the Gaston Braves.
Yep.
It's a good baseball game going on there. This one fouled back out of play off the bat of Buff. Winning. I'll go ahead and tell you the winning pitcher tonight is going to be Randall Long for Cherryville. And this one swung on and foul tipped right into the mitt of the catcher, Brandon Alexander.
Wish there was a basketball game on tonight to watch. Can't believe they took 2 days off between
well, LeBron
games.
had cramps.
I know.
Yeah. That was planned, right?
Poor
Another
guy.
foul ball back into the screen. 0-2 the count on Buff.
He's just so. He needs to change his name to Queen because he's such a drama queen. I mean, it's just.
Oh, come on.
At some point, goodness.
Greatest athlete on the planet.
That's debatable.
Just to be in the debate says something.
Well, that's true.
Who else? I mean, really, seriously, let's see who
Usain
we
Bolt.
name. Let's see.
Usain Bolt.
I would agree.
Herschel Walker.
Well, let me ask you this. I want to ask you a question. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that's outside corner for strike 3. So now down to 1 out here.
That's a pretty big
Buff
corner.
Retired, yeah. Okay. I think the answer to both of these is probably pretty easy. Because it might be neither. But would Usain Bolt come closer to beating LeBron on the court in a one-on-one?
Oh, gosh, no.
Or I guess LeBron would come closer.
Oh,
to
yeah,
beating
you'd
him in
have
the
to. I
race.
mean, I guess
LeBron
10
can run, and
yeah.
we don't even know if Usain Bolt can shoot a ball.
Now, Bolt, they say he's a heck of a soccer player, too,
Okay.
is what a lot of people say. He's wanted to try out, but, he might have to wait till he's in his 30s and out off the track before he could actually get into playing a little soccer.
1 ball, no strikes. Now the pitch up and away, 2-0.
Some people might tell you Russell Westbrook's the best athlete.
He's a good athlete. I'll tell you another one, that Russell Wilson. Speaking of Russell,
Yeah.
very good athlete.
Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, he's just who knows what all he might be able to do.
Yeah.
He's a stud running back, that's for sure. Two balls and a strike. Burke down to their last out, 19-0. Cherryville on top. Now the pitch, and that's down and away, ball 3. Three, 1 pitch on the way, up and outside, ball 4.
Just a bit outside.
He didn't want to draw the walk. I kind of don't blame him. He was 2 for 2.
The kid at first don't want to run.
Yeah, he's still going to stay there and occupy the bag. You can't come down here. Second walk of the inning, Reese will head down to second base. But Rudisell, he didn't even start in the lineup, Kevin. He had 2 hits and now a walk on the night for this team. Now it's top of the order, Ray Pierce. Down to their last out, and we're flirting. We got 3 minutes left to get that game in 2 hours.
Towery's messing with us right now.
First pitch on there for a strike. In there for a strike. On the corner is what I meant to say. No balls and a strike.
19-0. Top of the 7th. 1 out away. 10 in the ball game.
Third. Can he get it? He can pick it up, step on the bag, and that will do it. That's a fielder's choice off the bat of Pierce. A 5 unassisted gets Reese over at third base for the 3rd out, and that'll do it. Nothing doing in the 7th inning for Burke County. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 walks, 2 runners left on base. Your final score here tonight on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard. Cherryville wins at 19-0 over Burke County. We'll be back with the totals after this 2-minute timeout.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, or your repair is free.
Hi, Rusty Wise here. Do you know that Mr. Sparky specializes in on-time electrical service for every job? If there's a light that doesn't light or an outlet that's out, don't let that drive you crazy. Call Mr. Sparky. We have qualified electricians, all the work is guaranteed, and no job is too small. Call us today. We'll be on time, you'll see, or the repair is free. Since we price by the job and not by the hour, you'll save money. You'll love our clean vans and crisp uniforms. So don't wait. If you need an electrician, don't put it off. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, or your repair is free.
If you need an electrician, don't put it off. Call Mr. Sparky, 888-8-SPARKY.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, you can get it all at Pat's Drive-In in Cherryville. Pat's Drive-In opens for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 6 a.m. Lunch and dinner served till 8 p.m. You'll find all of your favorites. For breakfast, there's bacon, sausage, liver mush, gravy biscuits, and pancakes. For lunch and dinner, all of your favorite sandwiches, including Lotta Burgers, chicken tender plates, and Big Chef and chicken salads. Before the game or after the game, it's Pat's Drive-In, 604 West Church Street in Cherryville. Call 704-435-8833.
Get it cranked at Phil Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. Yes, with a stop at Phil Starter and Alternator in Cherryville, you'll save time and time again. They start all the winners. They do it all at Phil Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. Starters, alternators, generators, rebuilt and repaired. Located at 457 Paul H. Beam Road in Cherryville. Get it cranked and running with a visit to Phil Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. You'll save time and time again.
Save time and time again.
Phil Starter and Alternator, Cherryville.
13-run first inning tonight for Cherryville Post 100. They put this game away early.
Yeah, that was it then.
Yep. We didn't quite make 2 hours. We liked about 2 minutes.
We'll take it to.
Hour and 58-minute game with about a 40-minute, or 35 minutes, what it was, 35-minute first inning with Cherryville putting 13 runs across in the first. Home runs tonight by Brett Huff and Jonathan Carpenter to start the bottom of the first, 2 solo home runs. And also later on another home run delivered by, how come I can't find it? There it is, Josh Bean hit the home run to right field and not a 2-run homer in the 4th inning. So 3 home runs tonight for Cherryville, who got 19 runs on 19 hits. They made an error and left 5 runners on base. For Burke County, no runs, 4 hits, 3 errors, and 7 runners left on base. We thank you for tuning in to the Field Starter and Alternator post-game show. This has been the Post 100 broadcast sponsored by Dr. Paul H. Coniger Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. And Kevin, a lot different from last night, just a total blowout tonight by Cherryville. And they kind of needed one like that.
Yeah, last night a back-and-forth game with all kinds of things we've never seen before and some crazy events. And tonight was just a blowout batting practice game from the start. East Burke's had a struggling year this year. Like we said,
they fought a 2-9.
They're 2-9 on the year. They've got a bunch of players in travel ball. So East Burke not a competitive team this season. And Post 100, they did a good job getting in the at bats they needed. Hit the lefty really good. It's got to make them feel better going forward. A lot of teams like to throw lefties at this team.
Yes, they do. So that's going to do it for us here tonight. Any final announcements, next broadcast?
As far as next broadcast, real quick, Thursday, Cherryville Little League, 6 p.m. We'll have the championship game. Friday night, we will have a Post 100 game on the radio, 1590. Friday night, though, video game will be Shelby Post 82 against Steubenville, Ohio. And Saturday, Cherryville graduation, 9 a.m.
So that's going to do it for us here tonight from Fraley Field in Cherryville. 19-0. Cherryville wins it over Burke County. For Kevin Hastings, I'm David Keever. Special thanks to Steve Roberts. We'll see you next time here. Thank you for tuning in.